period leading up to Pesach is marked by a particular cycle of Torah and Haftorah readings, and one of those is occurring this Shabbat. We're going to be reading about the ritual of the red heifer, the red cow, who was burned and whose ashes served to purify people after death. It's a mysterious rite, so mysterious in fact that the rabbis regard it as the epitome of a chok, an irrational law that has no known logic about it. This year, the reading of that part of the Torah coincides with Parashat Shmini, which we're going to be reading as the main Torah portion. And in Parashat Shmini there is also a death. Aaron's two sons, Nadav and Avihu, get carried away for reasons that it's impossible really to understand, and on the first day of the opening of the Mikdash, make a spontaneous sacrifice outside of the very carefully prescribed ritual, for which they are immediately killed by God, incinerated, the rabbis tell us. Looking at these two readings together, the death of Aaron's two sons, to which Aaron's reaction is to fall completely silent. Moses tries to talk, Aaron says nothing. And the idea of purification after death has made me think again about the way that Judaism deals with death and the rituals surrounding it. I often hear from my interfaith colleagues that Shiva is something that they wish they had within the framework of their religion. The stunned silence that can follow a death, our own paralysis, and the feeling somehow of being contaminated, at odds with the world, that something fundamental is wrong, that needs a ritual for us to be able to step into. Both of those feelings are addressed and dealt with by the phenomenon of Shiva. And this is why I always say at funerals that it's important to surround the family, to tell them the stories of the deceased person. And I feel it is a particular mitzvah to attend a Shiva. Our mere presence is something that can address the silence surrounding a death, and our mere presence is a way of drawing the person back out of the area where nothing makes sense and into the flow, once again, of human life. So if there is any lesson to be taken from the coincidence of these two Torah readings this week, I would say look out for the next notice of condolence that comes from the synagogue. And even if you didn't know the person, go to the Shiva. That was your Torah into.